So the brain is an amazing thing, but the brain controls you. You must control it. You must take power over your own mind, or your mind will guide you into all the soft spots, soft places. Well, my biggest advice to him is that, first of all, he won't like what I say to him, because I'm gonna say the exact opposite of what today's world is saying. So we read a bunch of books nowadays. As humans, we wanna find out how to be someone else. What we don't do is we don't go inside. So literally turn yourself inside out. Read the book like we're writing a book every day of our lives, but we never read that book. So what I would challenge this young man or young woman to do is you have to look inside of yourself to see what you really want. What are you passionate about? We use these words and these little phrases of only the strong survive and all this other crap. Someone may think Goggins is just talking. So when I speak from passion, I speak from experience, I speak from suffering. I have to tell this young man or woman that the only way I believe, and this is my experience in life, the only way you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is you have got to suffer to grow. Some people will get it and some people won't, but they have to see what their journey is to start their journey. Several people live to be 100 years old and they have great lives and they have great kids. Their kids go to college and all sorts of stuff. But somewhere in their life, there was a point where they had a decision to make. They can go left or right on this path.
When you're trying to become successful, you're going to have to change yourself. It's going to be a big change, but it's going to be worth it. You're going to have to make sure that you are dedicated to something and figure out what you have to do to grow and to learn in different ways than before you started your path to success. If you become successful and you're the exact same person that you were when you started, you are not successful. You are going to change your life while trying to become successful. And you're going to be making yourself better each and every single day. That should be the goal. Finding something to improve and improve upon it each and every single day. 7 days a week, 30 days a month. Now that doesn't have to be these massive drastic changes, but it just has to be something small every single day so that you can see the subtle improvement that you're making and see how you're getting better and see what you're doing that is good and what is working and how you can grow from those moments and those opportunities that you've been given. It's all about how you can figure that out. How you become the best version of you is all up to you, but it doesn't have to happen overnight. And if it does, that's going to be a lot to handle. So it's best to do it just slowly. Fix little things here and there that are going to greatly impact your life and figure out how you can make big decisions like that and slowly improve upon your life every single day, and you'll look back after a month or a year and discover how big those little changes were, and you'll be able to see that improvement that you made and get super excited and super pumped and want to continue making those changes every single day so that one day you will become successful.
Is it looking yourself in the mirror? A lot of us are waiting for this magical thing to happen and fix our lives. Like, for instance, a lot of things damaged my life. It wasn't just all me. You know, it's your dad, it's your mom, it's your childhood, it's being bullied. It's so many things that we all have a story. But what happens is we're always sitting in, I call it poopy pants. We're all sitting back, woe is me, kicking rocks down the street. We're waiting for some magical miracle to happen to get fixed. And that's not gonna happen. Well, how you do it first is, I call it the accountability mirror. When I was 16, 17 years old, I went to this mirror, looked at myself in the mirror, and I saw a person that I wasn't proud of. You have to call yourself out in a way that's not kind. We live in a very kind, gentle world. We have to find the right words for situations. You have to call yourself out for what it is and change the problem. You have to be real with yourself, real and raw with yourself to fix the problem. I knew going into everything I've ever done in my life, Navy SEAL training, 3 times before I got it. Everything I've ever done in my life took me 3 times before I got it. I knew that there was a huge possibility of failure. When you see a movie and you watch a movie about a person who keeps failing, and at the end, they succeed, how do you feel after you watch that movie? I become the movie. I want to feel how I feel watching someone else in the movie. When I watched Rocky get his ass kicked and I watched all these different things of failure, I was able to put myself there and say, God, man, how much do you feel now that you finally got there? That's what failure has done to me. I've watched so many things and watched someone succeed at the end of it. It's like, God, I want to feel like that. But failure causes that one feeling. Without that failure involved, you don't have that feeling. If you just pass and you succeed and you're great, that feeling what takes you years, months, years to accomplish because you just can't get over the hump, but you continue going back to the drawing board. You have to remind yourself. We all have a story. All of us have gone through very hard times. But when we're in a hard time, our mind has a way of forgetting what all we've overcome. I have a way of taking 1 second when I want to quit and saying, okay, you endured this, So I look at my life and how I came up as the ultimate training ground versus most people look at it as why, woe is me. I had to flip this upside down and say, hang on a second. This was my journey, because those things beat me, but they didn't kill me. Able to work around them and figure out ways through it. So when I was in the worst time of my life in Hell Week, I looked at everybody and said, I'm the most trained person here. I've gone through more mental torture than any of you all can even fathom. So I'm looking at the baddest people on the planet. I'm looking at them like this. You guys can't hold a stick. So I started looking at verses like, I don't belong here, versus like, I might be the baddest person to ever come here. Who could have pulled this off? Who could have been given a sewer to live in their mind and say, okay, at birth, I'm gonna put you in the worst place on the planet Earth, and let me see if you can go to the top of the mountain.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comments section below.